We are on top of two breaking stories overnight. A man rushed to the hospital after this tire just crashed through his windshield. How this may have happened.
And that is not all. A man plows right into the back of a forklift here in City Heights. The huge mess left behind.
The rare admission from Donald Trump as he tries to win over both party leaders and women.
And the grass has been laid at Petco Park. The Padres ready to take the field for the first time this season. We'll tell you how you can join in on all the celebrations, all for free.
I'm Jared Aarons, breaking overnight in the 10 News Live Center. There has been an arrest made in a suspect that police were searching for in LA for raping a woman at a hair salon. We first brought you this story last night in the 10 News at 11. Police said they were looking for this man as a suspect. They say he went into a hair salon, grabbed a woman by the back of her hair, dragged her into a back room to rape her. Early this morning, they announced that they made an arrest. They also sent out a picture from earlier this week showing that same man in a different location in that neighborhood. So it appears that he had been casing out that neighborhood for a while, perhaps planning an attack. We're getting more details on the suspect. As we get them, we'll bring them to you. In the Live Center, Jared Aarons, 10 News.
Thank you, Jared. April Fool's Day, we've got to get to the forecast, right? I'm Virginia Chow. We got Melissa Masiha here in for Jason.
Yeah, and the end of spring break, and we're finally going to be seeing warmer, more spring-like temperatures rolling into our area. Right now, we're dealing with the marine layer. You can see it's starting to lighten up a little bit as the sun comes up, but no sunshine in sight due to the marine layer along and west of the mountains. It is 53 degrees in La Jolla, and temperatures along the coastline, temperatures really close to average. 67 this afternoon. After these morning clouds clear on out, we are going to see a lot of sunshine today. Inland areas very comfortable, still a couple of degrees below average, but warmer than earlier this week. 71 today. In 10 minutes, I'll pinpoint how warm it will be where you live in San Diego's most accurate forecast. Virginia?
All right, Megan, thank you. This is a breaking news update you only see here on 10 News. Take a look. Tire just flew right through a man's windshield. He was driving down the freeway at the time. Look where it landed, right where that driver was sitting.
And he was loaded up into an ambulance, rushed to the hospital. 10 News reporter Diana Alvear is live with a closer look at what was missing from the car's wheel well. Diana.
That's right, and this is not an April Fool's joke. This really did happen to one lucky driver, and I say lucky because consider this is what went through his windshield. Check out our exclusive breaking news 10 tracker video. You can see that that tire goes right through the truck's windshield directly in front of the driver's seat. The driver injured but alive. He was treated at the scene and transported by ambulance. So where did this tire come from? It turns out this tan Infiniti, and check out its wheel. You can see 3 lug nuts missing. The other 2 were broken off. And we had a chance to talk to that driver of the Infiniti. She said that she was driving and she felt the car go wobbly, and suddenly the wheel came off, rolled over the center divide, and ended up smashing into that truck's windshield. Now here's the kicker. I ended up talking to CHP just a few minutes ago, and they tell me that the driver was treated for minor injuries. That's right, having a tire smash through his windshield and only being treated for minor injuries. He was then transported to Mercy Hospital. So I would say that this April Fool's Day is turning out to be quite the lucky day for that driver. Live near Bonita, Diana Alvear, 10 News.
Wow, thank you, Diana. Breaking overnight. Look at this. Truck destroyed, forklift badly damaged because, well, the truck plowed into it. Our 10 News breaking news tracker there right after this happened. Photojournalist Paul Anderek shows us how the people and the dog inside that truck are doing.
This is the scene around 12:30 this morning. This is going to be on the northbound 15 freeway right at University. You can see the construction people here. You can see the man bleeding over here in the center divide. He was the driver of this pickup truck that you see here, which is completely destroyed after it crashed into the back of this forklift that you see here. Now, fortunately, none of the people that were part of the construction crews here in this center divide area were injured, but you can see the car is just completely destroyed. That pickup truck, the front end is just completely smashed in, and this poor forklift crane here is actually bleeding to death out here. Gas is just pouring out of the bottom there. I don't know how much of a fire hazard that is. Also in that car was a passenger and also a dog. You can see the dog down here off in the center divide. Fortunately, he looks like he's going to be okay. And They're trying to figure out exactly what caused this person to drive through those cones. He'd actually knocked down about 4 cones as he was coming into the cone zone here. So they'll be evaluating to see if he's under the influence. From City Heights, Paul Andrade, 10 News.
And we checked with the Highway Patrol this morning and learned they arrested that driver of the truck for DUI.
Also breaking overnight, this was the scene after a motorcyclist slammed into the side of a car while it was making a turn. Our 10 News breaking news tracker was there near Euclid and Landis in City Heights. The motorcyclist, you could see there, was hurt and taken to the hospital. His passenger and the driver of the car, though, they were okay. The crash is under investigation.
6:05, this is a developing story. An international manhunt underway right now for this man, accused of making fake federal agent badges. His name is Roberto Cracunica. He's a Romanian national. Police think he's living in Germany. They say he was running a company that made and sold fake FBI, CIA, and other agency badges. And they say some of those badges were then used by people to impersonate agents.
6:05, a heart-wrenching discovery. A family friend finds a 5-year-old girl unconscious at the bottom of a hotel pool in Carlsbad. Employees at Cape Ray Carlsbad Hotel, they rushed into action. They performed CPR and they were able to revive her. Paramedics took the girl to Children's Hospital yesterday, where she is now recovering.
I'm Jared Aarons, breaking right now in the 10 News Live Center. Scary news. The WHO, World Health Organization, just posted a tweet a few hours ago saying that a new case of the Ebola virus is confirmed in Liberia. This comes just a few days after they had said that Ebola is no longer a public health emergency. That news came out on March 29th, but now they are saying it is back. They did say, however, that it's because it's no longer a public health emergency, they still expect to see flare-ups since it's still around. Remember, over the last few years, there was a massive Ebola outbreak in West Africa. It killed more than 10,000 people. It doesn't appear, though, that they think this will lead to another major outbreak. Again, they say investigation and response teams are underway. In the Live Center, Jared Aarons, 10 News.
Thank you, Jared. Now to your voice, your vote. Donald Trump may be trying to make nice with the Republican Party. He sat down with party leaders for a closed-door meeting. That happened as Trump continues to face backlash for backpedaling after making controversial comments about abortion. He admits he may have misspoken. He said in a phone interview he's working to get along with Republican leaders.
A very good meeting. They're very good people. Actually a terrific meeting, I think. And it's really a unity meeting.
The damage may have been done with some women voters who are Republicans. In a poll, 25% of Republican women say they have an unfavorable opinion of Donald Trump. The number there, the 57% actually has gone up, you can see, since November 2015.
Just one signature left. The last step needed to give California the nation's highest statewide minimum wage. Yesterday, state lawmakers approved the $15 an hour wage. Governor Brown is expected to sign it into law on Monday in LA. That pay hike will take effect by 2022. Increases would start with a boost from $10 to $10.50 in January.
Happening today, family and friends will say goodbye to the Temecula Marine killed while fighting ISIS in Iraq. There's a public closed casket viewing for Staff Sergeant Louis Carden today. An ISIS rocket attack killed him while he was on base. He'd served 3 tours of duty in Afghanistan before his deployment to Iraq. The viewing today will be at Temecula City Hall Town Square.
And new details this morning about how the nearly $2.4 million donated to the San Bernardino Victims Fund will be distributed. Community leaders revealed their draft plan Thursday night. Here's the breakdown right here. It calls for 80% of the funds to be divided among the families of people who were killed. 15.5% will be divided among people who were injured and taken to the hospital. The remaining 4.5% will be divvied up among others who were there at the holiday party when the mass shooting occurred. The plan will be finalized next week, and then the victims will need to file claims in order to receive the payment.
A local veteran died over the weekend while scuba diving around the underwater caves in New Mexico. 43-year-old Shane Thompson died Saturday below what's called the Blue Hole. Now, this is video showing the hole. Thompson and several other divers actually had to get special permission for this trip. The hole had been closed since 1976 when 2 divers at that time got lost inside and died. Thompson's autopsy results are not available yet, but police say it appears to be an accident.
6:09, a developing story. Someone chopped down a 20-foot cross at a Riverside Catholic retreat center. One of the priests says some people want the incident investigated as a hate crime. Police say so far there is no evidence that the cross that used to be right there was cut down in order to make a statement. The cross had been up since 1975, and at this point, there's no plan to put it back up. And happening today, the Padres annual FanFest kicks off. The two-day event runs in conjunction with two exhibition games against the Chicago White Sox at Petco Park. It'll feature entertainment, food, and drink specials, and you can also meet the players and coaches, even get some autographs there. FanFest, it's all free, but you will need a ticket in order to attend either of those games. Tonight's game is about $10. Padres opening day is on Monday.
You guys, we need to get out there.
Yeah,
I know.
It always looks like so much fun.
Right?
And yeah, you know, if you're driving down there, it's going to be a nightmare though. But excited that baseball season's getting underway. Spring break is coming to an end for many schools here, and we're going to be seeing warmer temperatures this weekend as we end spring break. Right now, the marine layer is with us, but look at this sunrise coming up over Red Mountain, looking east in the Fallbrook area. Just a few high clouds, some marine layer clouds, and all those clouds are the reason we actually did not see any fog form this morning. Kind of mixes up the atmosphere enough that that fog wasn't able to form, but that's great news for your commute this morning. This afternoon, a touch warmer than we have been the last few days, even warmer than yesterday. Mid to upper 60s along the coastline, 68 in Oceanside, downtown, also in Chula Vista, with low to mid 70s for our inland areas, 71 in Santee and 69 in Lemon Grove. Now coming up in 10 minutes, I'm going to pinpoint when summer-like temperatures return, and we do have a chance for a few showers. Melissa?
Megan, thank you. Shots on the go. Why some California parents are taking their kids to a drive-thru to get vaccinated.
Can you wait that long, a year and a half?
It'll take me that long to get the money built up.
People from all around San Diego lining up for the new Tesla, the incentive that has so many people eager to plop down their money months ahead of time.
Plus, the secret websites that help you find prescription drugs for cheaper than what you'd pay at the pharmacy.
And let's take a look live here, southbound 5, just north of the 28th Street exit there. There was an accident over to the right, not causing any issues now. We're going to keep you posted on when there is a big problem.
I'm Jared Aarons in the 10 News Live Center. We're following breaking news out of Brussels, where the airport that was attacked on March 22nd by terrorists may not reopen today. They initially planned on opening it up, but a threatened police strike is putting those plans on hold. The police say they're not going to go back to work at the airport until there are better security measures there. Airport officials and security officials are meeting right now. They've said that they've done temporary repairs at the airport, enough to get it to where it's at 20% capacity, about 800 people per day. But the police don't want to go back to work just yet. We'll stay on top of this and bring you the latest on when they want to reopen that airport as soon as we hear it. In the Live Center, Jared Aarons, 10 News.
Thank you, Jared. This is a developing story now. A measles scare at a California elementary school. The health department in Nevada County now offering drive-through vaccinations. At least one student in that county northeast of Sacramento has been diagnosed with the virus. Meanwhile, unvaccinated students at the affected school are being told to stay home until at least next Friday.
Okay, I want to show you this. A lot of people waiting here for the unveiling of a new electric car. You can see it had lines wrapped around Tesla dealerships here in San Diego and literally all across the globe. And this was before anyone could even see the new model. The Tesla 3 is a sleek electric car. It starts at $35,000. The car will allow people to drive 215 miles per charge. It has a 5-star safety rating, which will be the safest car in its class. The Model 3 also comes with a $7,500 federal tax credit, and that's why many people were convinced to wait in line to put down a down payment.
I was thinking about it and I wanted to do it, and I had to get permission, but she texted me this afternoon.
You had to get permission from your wife?
Yeah. But she texted me and said, go do it.
All right there. Well, the Model 3 will be available in 2017, so people will have plenty of time to save up.
A mom cannot believe what happened. She took her 14-month-old daughter to the dentist, and the toddler died there. Daisy Lynn died just hours after her appointment. Still not clear exactly what happened. A spokesperson for the dentist office in Texas won't say what the procedure was, just that it was routine. But another mom was at that office that day. She says Daisy Lynn was in to get cavities filled.
They had said that they were going to fill them, do some x-rays. They wanted to put her to sleep. They weren't going to do the x-rays until she was asleep because of her age.
Daisy stopped breathing during the procedure. She died 5 hours later. The family is still waiting for autopsy results before they decide what to do. Just yesterday, we told you about a similar case here in California. And now a father is pushing for a new law named after his 6-year-old son who died during a dental procedure. That's little Caleb Sears. He died last year during a routine tooth extraction. Part of Caleb's law would require forming a committee to study the safety of giving anesthesia to young patients in dental offices. The state assembly will consider that bill next week.
New details here. Good news if you like to shop online. Amazon is going to make its deliveries even faster. The company is opening a new fulfillment center in San Bernardino. The warehouse will hold items like books, electronics, and toys. Amazon will hire 1,000 full-time employees. The new center will help the company shrink deliveries from days to hours.
Ooh, pretty soon it's just going to be instant. It'll just pop up on your desk.
Hey, I like that.
We got to talk to Megan because it's the weekend. It's Friday. It's April 1st.
I know. We have so many changes in what's going on today, and then also what's going on in the weather over the next several days. But you just have to take a minute and look at this sunrise. Some high clouds bending the light, leading to gorgeous skies over Mount Laguna looking east. Love the red as the sun is just peeking up this morning. It's 58 downtown, 53 in Chula Vista and in Carlsbad and in Vista right now. A little bit warmer than we were yesterday, and that trend continues not only into the weekend, but into next week as well, as high pressure sits over the west coast. No joke here, and I know it's April Fool's, but we have a beautiful weekend shaping up for us. Now, I want to show you 10 News Futurecast. Stick around for this, because you're not going to believe what I have to show you. High pressure over the west. That's going to keep things very sunny and warm. Expecting big waves through Sunday, sets of 4 to 7 feet, especially along south and southwest facing beaches. A beach hazard statement is in effect through that time period. Look at the reds that start rolling into our area as we head into Wednesday of next week. We're going to see offshore winds develop, temperatures close to 90 degrees for some of our inland areas and into the 80s for our close to 80 and maybe into the 80s for our beaches areas on Wednesday. Then we're going to see high pressure weaken a little bit, but this storm right here is the one we're going to be tracking. It is going to be bringing subtropical moisture, so warm rain coming into our area, potentially as early as late Thursday, but we're going to continue to track this one very closely. It's cut off from the jet stream, so it's kind of just doing its own thing. So stay with the Pinpoint Weather Team. We're going to see a lot of changes into next week, late week forecast. So along the coast, 78 degrees will average on Wednesday, a few areas into the 80s. Could see some patchy fog form by tomorrow morning and then again Sunday morning. Inland areas were close to 80 on Sunday, averaging 78. There's your warm up, averaging 85 degrees. I would not be surprised if we do see a few 90s by then. 60s sticking around in our mountain areas and our 80s turning to 90s by Sunday out in the deserts. Ladies?
Thank you, Megan. 620. Are you paying too much for prescription medication? Well, the not very well-known websites where you can get your medicine for less than what you'd pay at a pharmacy.
Yeah, it was just like a Hollywood movie almost.
Well, that's how a teen is remembering tackling a shoplifter right in the middle of a store. The special practice he'd had that made him, well, not afraid of the takedown.
And a bad night for a robber. What happened at a 7-Eleven when a clerk would not hand over the cash? Let's check traffic with Officer Tommy Dorr. How's it looking, Tommy?
Hi, good morning. Amazon, cup of coffee, please. Amazing. Hey, we have a stalled vehicle blocking the right lane northbound 805 on the University Avenue off-ramp, so watch out for that. And staying on the 805, you can see northbound traffic starting to build right around 47th Street. You're going to see that slow and continue up past Home Avenue. Remember to call 911 if you see a drunk driver. Have a safe weekend. I'm Officer Tommy Dorr with your 10 News Time Saver Traffic.
625. If you're looking to get a discount on prescription drug prices, we can help. We found 2 websites that offer cheaper prices. The first one is this website right here. This is blinkhealth.com. We found 10 of the most popular drugs like Lipitor for less than $10. And I want to show you another one here. This is a similar website. This one is called GoodRx. Both work about the same way. They get their prices by using the networks that manage drug plans for insurers and large employers. The site works best for generic drugs. Now, if you do order off the sites, you pick up the prescription at your pharmacy. If you want to check it out, we posted a link on our website, 10news.com. All you need to do is go to the Red TV tab.
Totally worth checking out. New this morning, police got a lot of help from a 14-year-old. Look right over here. He's in the blue jacket. He actually tackled a shoplifter. Kevin Mers is his name. He was at a mall in Seattle when he saw a man running through the store with police chasing him. Kevin, you can see right there, plays football for his high school team, so he knew how to take the guy down.
I'm about 6'1". Yeah, he's like, I think 5'6", 5'7", so easy.
Easy. Police say the man stole about $800 worth of merchandise from the Target there before Kevin tackled him. Officers arrested him. Police don't encourage people to take matters into their own hands, but they're glad Kevin did. They think he'd make a great officer. He says he was just trying to be a good person.
Wow, 6'1", hey, he could have a future career.
6'1" and only 14.
Wow. Not done growing yet.
Not done.
All right, well, a wheel falls off a car on the freeway, smashing right into the windshield of a car going the other way.
What the driver who lost that tire felt just moments before it happened.
Wow, and an elderly woman in the path of a runaway hornblower ship. The new video we have of it smashing into the dock on the Embarcadero.
Tens of millions of Americans in the crosshairs of severe weather, tornadoes, flash floods causing major destruction across the southeast.